welcome to Addicted to Angling. As you can see, this is not the Suffolk coast. It's a day of first for me in a long time. First road trip in a long time, first time of using 2 rods in a long time, and first time of properly using multipliers in a long time. Chose a good time to do it. Coming down to Selsey, there could be anything down here today. We're fishing the East Beach. We are coming on the low tide. We're fishing it up. We're going to fish it over the top and then we're going to fish it up again. It is quite a long session. Probably going to leave here about 1 o'clock in the morning. It's now about 9 o'clock in the morning on the Saturday. Like I say, 2 rods. I've recently handed a couple of rods by someone I know. Very nice person. Not going to name his name on here, but I put a request out on Facebook asking if there was any rods for sale, and I got given these Grays PZ matches, which I'll show you in a little while. They're absolutely beautiful rods. They're oldies, but they're goldies, as they say. And I've prepared them up with a pair of 7HT turbos, mono magged, super fast. I'm not used to casting with multipliers, so at the minute I've wound them right down, just flicking it out. Right, baits today for me, I've got ragworm and I've got squib. Trying for black bream during the day, maybe a hound. I'm going to keep putting out the whole squids during the day, see if there's a hound around. Might even pick up a ray during the day, we never know. But then as night time comes, I'll also be fishing with the flapper again, but I'm going to try for an undulate ray. I've had them from here before, from this exact area. They do come in, they have been being caught, so we will see. And today I'm joined by my mate Stefan. He's next to me in this bay, and in the other bay we've got Mr. Michael West, owner of Seaglow Tackle. Nice bloke, absolutely fantastic angler. I'm down here with him, and his mate Steve is with him as well. And I do believe Jason Keane is coming along in a little while. So it's going to be a right little social on Selsey, trying to get some fish. Let's see what happens. Fishing down at Selsey, eh? What a place. This place is well renowned for its bream, hound and tote fishing. We don't get so many tote this side, we're on the eastern side. But the bream and the hounds are about, and you know, I'm hoping we get into something. I really, really am. Like I say, new rods, PZ matches as well. Old rods, I think they're like 2001, 2002, I believe they're the Mark 1s. Soft tips, lovely blank. I did take them out the other week, having a little bit of a cast them. They can put a lead out, rated to 5 ounce. I've got 6 ounce on them, so I'm not putting too much in. I'm just overhead thumping them at the minute until I can get used to casting with the multipliers again. Getting a little bit of distance from overhead thumping. It's fairly deep here anyway, so it's not too bad. But I need to get some practice casting in and get these rods and reels singing away. But left hand rod at the minute, I've got the flapper on that. Ragworm, typical squid. Right hand rod, whole squid, put out a little bit further. Wind was meant to be northwesterly today, but it seems to have swung round. It seems to have a bit of easterly in it, which is totally different to what we said. But it is dying off, and it is meant to die off throughout the day as well. So it's looking like a good session. Like I say, long time here as well. It's nice to meet these legends. I spoke to Michael West so many times on the internet, Facebook, etc. Finally got to meet him. So yeah, let's see what happens. You know, it could be a good day. And we've got a fish and chip shop down at the Islands, which is fantastic. So you'll be seeing one of my fish and chip reviews later. Seeing what the I think there's something in place. I'll go through that later when I'm eating the fish and chips. Not a bad drive down here at all. It's about 2.5 to 3 hours from Ipswich, but it's worth it. You know, like I said, I've come down here before. That Undies out of here, that bream out of here, and congers out of here. So we'll see. Daytime, is it going to fish? Bream, yes. Hounds and undies, maybe. Nighttime flood, that'll be the one. That'll be the one. Everything's perfect. Halfway up is as the sun sets. So hoping those fungulates come in and one of us gets one. Let's keep on fishing. Let's see what happens. Could be a good video. It might be a total blank and a total washout. Who knows? Let's see. Well, we're about half an hour from high tide now. It's coming up to nearly midday. Give you a little bit of a sit rep. So far it's been bloody dire. Not going to lie to you. I've had a couple of doggies come out between us, but apart from that, it is dead. Bright sunlight, I would expect it to be honest with you. High tide into the ebb, things could change, but I'm hedging my bets on that flood into darkness tonight. You know, I'm just fishing nice and casually at the minute. Baits were being stripped, they're not so much being stripped now. Like I say, I'm just fishing casually at the minute, just, you know, taking my time. The baits are still on there when I come back, when I reel them in. So it's not massively like, you know, in, out, in, out, in, out. I had one slack liner, not sure what that was, and I've also been snipped off by a couple of spiders. So the spiders are out in force. But that's fishing for you at the end of the day. It's bright, it's just, the weather's turned absolutely fantastic. It is beautiful out here, it really is. But I'm hoping maybe over high, maybe the ebb will bring some more fish with it. But then, like I say, the flood tonight, low tide, going through 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock. Darkness could be the one. It really, really could. But we will see. We'll see. Like I say, bait-wise today anyway, I've got some fantastic ragworm. Really good rag. Got a couple of pound of that. And I've just got standard, dirty Laligo squid as well. There is crabs floating around, as in the lads here. I've got crabs, so we'll be sharing out bait later. I've got the rag, so if anyone needs some rag, I'll share that out. But it's been nice to have a social as well, and it is nice to be out in this sunlight. But let's just hope some more fish come, you know. Like I say, we'll see. These tides, you never know. One tide could absolutely be rubbish. The next time you could come through on that ebb and there might be some fish come through. But let's see, let's keep cracking on. Let's see if we can get some fish. Cool.
While stepping, I caught this 26cm black bream on a rag and squid pop-up. Lost another one in the surf, but oh well. Happy days, my first bream from the shore.
Well done, mate. Happy days.
Happy days. What we came for, really.
Exactly. Right, sit rep time. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. As you can see by the video, with me not being on the video of any fish, I'm still blanking. It's yeah, it's been hard, very hard. But we've had bright sunshine. The spiders have been taking some of my snoods. Been a couple of bream caught amongst us, a couple of dogs, and apart from that, not a lot else. So it's now a case of hedging our bets. Tide's going to turn at 6:30. It's becoming more overcast. There's a slight coloration coming into the water because the wind did get up. There was a slight chop on the water. There still is a ripple on there. So all bets are now being hedged on that flood tide tonight. Hopefully 8 o'clock onwards, 2 hours into the flood, the sun will start going down. It might pick up. It might not as well. But who knows? Who knows? I'm yet to christen these rods of mine with a fish. First fish I catch on them, they'll be christened. Could be the curse of the new rods though. I find that quite a lot with me. Could be because I'm fairly superstitious. But I always find if I buy new rods, I struggle to break the curse. And then as soon as I break the curse of the new rods, I start catching again. Yeah, it's like I say, it's very dead. Looking forward to my fish and chips in a little while. I'll be going to get them. But just hoping that something comes along tonight. Really hoping that it switches on in the dark, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that is where we are at the minute. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Tide's going down. Is it going to switch on? Who knows? We will find out through the rest of this video. And I hate it when the tip does that, because that right hand rod's done that a few times today. Just slowly pulled over like it's going to start going into a hound run. And then it just stops and slowly eases back. Right, I'll come back to you later. Well, it's coming up to 6 o'clock. And I've still not even had a fish. Me and Steve, the lad fishing next to me, we haven't caught anything. Stefan's had a couple of dogs, had a bream, and Mike's had a bream as well. But 6 o'clock, I'm down East Beach. Of course, that's dinner time. And dinner time tonight is regular cod and chips, and a little thing of ketchup. Now these are from, I think it's called Phil's Place. Cut to East Beach, cut through by the skate park. There's a little kiosk. Now I think it's $5.20 for the cards and about £2 for the chips. I've got a bottle of Coke as well. All cooked fresh. Oh, That is fantastic. Give the old whistle a wet. As you can see, I've been very burnt today. I've been sitting out in the sun, nothing to be proud of. Look after your skin and all that, but I wasn't expecting it to be this sunny today. And I've got a bit of a red face. But it's time for dinner. Now, like I say, cook fresh to order, regular cob. That looks fantastic. Crispy batter. Very, very nice indeed. That's going to be an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. And the only reason it's 8.5? God, no, that's a 9. Can't give it a perfect score, but that is a 9. That is a fantastic. Freshly cooked. Beautiful fish, beautiful chips. Put your own salt and vinegar on as well. So, like I say, I think it's called Phil's Place, East Beach, Selsey. 9 out of 10. If you're down there, go and give it a look. Right, I'm going to get stuck into these. I'm going to try and cool down because I'm absolutely cooking. Sun's starting to go down. Just been spidered on one of my rigs. Big beta throughout, it's completely snipped off. So I'm going to reset that out, put them out, then I'm going to see what happens. If it is... if I haven't had anything by the time it gets dark, all out big baits. Squid and rag, boff, 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 boff. Try for an undie, try for a hound, try for something half decent. Anyway, I'm going to eat these. I'll come back to you soon. I'm off the blank now. Standard. It's not even night time yet. Little doggy on the flapper rig. I thought it was a bream to start off with because it banged over and rattled a few times, but doggy to beat the blank so far. Ruff, ruff. But hopefully the hounds and the rays will come in later. The tide is flooding. The sun is going down. It's a beautiful night. It really, really is. It's absolutely fantastic. Both rods are now on whole squid. One dropped in a little bit short. One out a little bit further. Like I say, I'm not casting too far because I'm still getting used to these reels, so they are wound right down. But we'll see what happens. There's a few more people turned up. A few lads up there. Stefan's still here. Michael and Steve have gone home. I think Mike, Steve, I'm not sure if he caught, but Michael had a bream. It's been abysmal today. It really has. That bright sunlight has absolutely killed it in my eyes. But nighttime tide, is that where it's at? Is that the one tonight? Are we going to pick something up half decent? I'm going all out for a decent fish. You know, I don't want to scratch around in the dark. I want to sit there, whole squid, maybe some rag stuck on it as well. Might get a crab off Stefan because Stefan's got some crab. See if we can find a hound, see if we can find an undulate or even a bass. Let's just see what happens. I'll come back to you in a little while. It'll probably be dark when I come back to you, so we'll see what happens. Let's just enjoy the sunset, sit back and relax. Well, what can I say? I'm going to end this video here. We fished through the flood. Absolutely ransacked by spiders. Snoods have been getting snipped off. And also little bream. Well, I assume they're little bream. I've been putting whole squid baits out. And bang, bang, you know, some real good thumping bites on the whole squid. So what did I do? I changed my rig to a size 6 little slivers of squid. As soon as I put that out, the bite stopped. Really frustrating, to be honest with you, but that is fishing, I suppose. Like I say, I've come all the way to Selsey, only had a dog, but it's been a nice day out meeting the Seaglow lads, meeting Michael West. Stefan, had a nice day out with him as well. That's just fishing, it really is. Chris on one of the rods with a doggy. Not what I was intending to do. Best laid plans sometimes fail. Sorry, I keep looking up. My right hand rod just keeps twitching slightly, but I reckon that's either strap or probably little bream. But like I say, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you very much for watching, really appreciate it. If if I get a fish in the time I'm packing up, because we're going to leave. It's nearly midnight. We left Ipswich at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to need my sleep soon to get my beauty sleep. But like I say, thank you for watching. If this carries on, I'll put a little bit underneath the screen now saying keep watching, just in case I pick something up before I go home. But if not, that's fishing, and I'll see you by the water soon.